Repeat after me. Word. Wood.
The Word was there in the beginning. The Word was there with God. The Word was God, and the Word was there in the beginning with God.
Everything. Everything.
Everything was made by the Word. Everything without exception.
Life. Life.
Life was in the Word, and that life brought light to everyone.
Light. Light.
The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness can't defeat it.
John.
There was a man named John. God sent him to tell people about the light, so they would believe in the light.
Light. Light.
Now let's be clear. John was not the light. He simply came to tell people about the light. The true light, the light that reveals the truth to everyone, was coming into the world.
World. World.
In fact, he was already in the world. But the strange thing was that even though he made the world didn't recognize him. And even when he went to his own people, his own nation, they didn't accept him either.
Children. Children.
But to those who did accept him and trust him, he gave the power to become God's children. Not the flesh and blood type children born from the union of a man and a woman, but children born by the will of God.
Flesh. Flesh.
So the Word became flesh. He lived among us, and we have seen his glory, glory that could only come to a son from his Father, bursting with grace and truth.
John.
It was John who told us about him, shouting it out for all to hear. John who told us that the one who came after him would be far greater than him, because he was there before him, back in the beginning of all things. Remember?
Grace. Grace.
And because the Word made flesh was bursting with grace, we have grace from him more than we can measure. You see, we got the law from Moses, but grace and truth, those gifts came from Jesus.
See.
No one has ever seen God, but we have seen Jesus. Jesus, who is both God and God's Son. And because Jesus shares God's love for us, through him we see the love of God the Father too.